Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So if that's you, let's jump right in and check into your energy and what's going on right now for you. So what's going on for Sagittarius is right now, let's just get some keywords or phrases. Fork in the road. Sun will set to rise, like this card keeps coming out, or this little piece of paper. Messy bed, messy head. And Leo. It's my dog's name too. Leo. Okay. And I'm just gonna get also the advice cards that I have from this deck. And let's just see. So we have your life can change in 1 second. Be a savage self-lover, and anyone that don't like it can fuck off, and stretch those muscles to release stuck energy. So fork in the road is making me think that you're trying to make some sort of like decision, and I think that the advice here is to like, you have to do what's best for you. Be a savage self-lover, and if someone doesn't like it, again, you can tell them where to go. I feel like you could be like wrestling with this decision. There's this coming through with stuck energy. I feel like you could kind of be in like with this messy bed, messy head. Like you're trying to make this, I'm getting like a stressed out kind of an energy, trying to make a decision or trying to figure out how to move forward in a certain way with something. Can't really tell with Leo here. That's really the only clue I guess we have. Which is all about like passion, play, children, romance, like things like that. So it could be like a more emotional thing, but it could be about your career too, and you could just be very like a passionate, like, because it's all about creativity as well, so some sort of like creative project. So it's like, I feel like the advice here like would be to like just, you know, like when you're doing like something creative, it's like very easy to compare yourself to other people and see what they're doing and feel like your stuff isn't up to snuff. But really, like, your creativity, your creative projects, like anything that you put your like heart and soul into, your passion into, is just kind of like an extension of yourself. And it's like, maybe it won't resonate with every single person, it won't be such a like universal thing, but like you'll find your people that like resonate with you. And you might be kind of in this you feel like success isn't happening fast enough or something like that. And it's like, I don't know, like, make sure that when you're doing your craft or your projects or whatever you're doing, or if it's related to your emotions and you're trying to like get in a good vibe to like manifest like a new relationship or something like that, it's like, make sure that you are coming at it in a very deliberate way. You're very like aware of your energy and what you're feeling in the moment, and kind of like allowing yourself to just like go through your cycles like as they will. So let's get some of these astrology cards here to see what more specifically is going on in general. What's going on for you guys, Sagittarius? And just another thing I wanted to say too, I feel like there's this vibe of like competition or comparison, where you're like comparing yourself to other people, and it's like, you know, you don't have to compete with anybody else. Like, you know, if someone can kind of like, say you're like going for a job and somebody else like gets the job, maybe they were allowed, like not allowed, maybe they were meant to have that job and there's something better for you. Same goes with a relationship. If you feel like you have to compete with somebody else for the affection of someone you care about, you know, at that point it's probably best to just like let it be, you know, and let that other person kind of have it. It's like, you know, do you really want to be with somebody that is kind of like, oh, I don't know, like, you know, maybe that's what this is about. Like, someone is like kind of having a fork on the road about you, and you know, it's like, if someone else can kind of like get in there and take somebody else away from you, then that's their person, that's not your person, you know. Or it doesn't mean it's like necessarily true, but like for the moment maybe it is, And it's better to just kind of like let it go, like, you know, and just find your own thing. It doesn't have to be another person, but it could just be your joy in whatever way that you can find it. So don't compete. I feel like spirit is asking you not to like worry about like if someone's gonna pick you or if you should pick someone else. Like, you need to just pick yourself at this point and just do what's best for you, love yourself, and if something's not manifesting in like an easy way for you, just let it go, you know, let it be. Surrender. 12th house, it's like especially if somebody else is like dealing with like another person, it's like you have to, because I just saw baggage, so that made me think of it, like if they're like still like they still have baggage that they need to like wrap up, like you don't need that baggage in your life, you know what I mean? Like messy bed, messy head, you don't need them bringing what's that song, Zone the Fuck Out by Big Sean, when it's like, don't be bringing all that fucked up energy like into my house. Like, you don't need it. Like, let them keep their fucked up energy and deal with their own shit. Like, you don't need to engage in like a little love triangle or whatever. Like, you could just, you know, exit the situation. So let's see, what is your overall energy, Sagittarius, right now? Okay. Oh my god, that's so weird. Trine flow, but like look, there's literally like a triangle on there. So yeah, maybe that message really was like meant to come through. I don't know if you can see it right there, but sometimes like I hold the card up and it's not even like in the shot, and I'm like watch it later and I'm like, oh my god. But like, do you see? I feel like you have to be able to see that. Okay, so trine flow, it says harmonizes, aids, enriches, benefits, energizes, enjoys, eases, lubricates, gifts, rhymes, supports, indulges. And also your reputation here. So I feel like there could be something where also maybe people are like talking bad about you or something, or there's something like that. And it's like, again, this whole like love triangle, I feel like that's kind of being highlighted here, so I'm just gonna roll with that for a minute. But if something isn't flowing, that's what I feel like this is saying. If it's like, because like lubricates, that makes me think of just like, you know, an easy access. But but it's like if it's not like flowing in like that, if it's not lubricated, you know, it's probably just not a good idea. Like, you know, it's just wait for something that's like easy, that's like flowing, that like, you know, like where you stand with a person. Or, and like I said, even with a job, it doesn't mean like you can't compete to get a job that you want, but it's like if you don't get it, it's like it shouldn't be that hard. Like, don't like beat yourself up. There's probably something better for you. And I'm sure you've seen situations in your life where you really wanted something, it didn't work out, and then you found something better. The sun will set to rise. So I really think, and your life can change in 1 second. So that's like another message that was coming through. So what about for your love life? Let's see what's going on. Oh, that's 2 that flipped because this one flipped over. What's going on for Sagittarius and their love life? Sagittarius, what is going on for Sagittarius and their, or it's like, you know, love life and career, but it could also just be in your feminine energy versus your masculine energy. So on this side of the spectrum, the feminine energy, oh, look, 8th house, intimacy in reverse. That's weird because like I don't really feel like any of these are in reverse. So they either just flipped or it accidentally was in reverse, but we'll read it. And it's probably like the shadow side. But again, investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic, capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking, and the underworld. So 8th house is like kind of like Scorpio energy in reverse as well. And that's kind of like the dark side. And it's like, I feel like a lot of your fears are coming out, like with this messy bed, messy head. I don't know if I said that. There's like an anxiety kind of a feel to this, where your feelings, it's like the dark side of your feelings. Maybe there's some like fears coming into play. Like a lot of times, like the 8th house can be taboos. Sorry, this is like 2. I'm just gonna get it for the other one for your career side, and then we'll get into this. And we have Ascendant outlook. Again, I feel like you are like worried about how you look compared to other people in your career. And with this 8th house intimacy, it's like, I think you're realizing like you don't want to have intimacy because like you realize that like, again, having intimacy with somebody else means like having intimacy with all their baggage and all the things in their life. And if they're having like like that whole, like, don't bring that fucked up energy into my house. It's like, you know, you have to kind of be discerning of who you allow into, like, the deepest parts of yourself. And if they're going to be allowing like this like baggage and this fucked up energy in their life, it's gonna kind of trickle into yours too, you know. And you should only be with people that are gonna like empower you, like conjunction empowerment. And it just goes like for all your relationships, not just romantic, like, you know. So it's like if you have friends and there's like a toxic friend in the midst, you know. So it's like you need to like kind of discern if you're gonna like spend your time with them, who you're gonna give your energy to and allow into your energy as well. Strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, allies with. It's like it should only be people that like are enhancing, or like when they're with you, it's like bringing you up. Like take a look at the groups of people that you're with, and you know, if they're not bringing like a good energy to you, like I said with this love triangle, it's like just bloop, go, and then it's not a triangle anymore. It's just like two lines intersecting. Let them intersect, and like you go on your merry way and find someone else to intersect with, you know what I'm saying? Like, or just be your own line, standing strong, you know, get it. Like, you're a savage self-lover and you are a strong person. Oh, strength, I swear to God, like, that just was there. That's weird. Oh my God, there's like wax getting on this card. Hold on. Oh my God, look at that. All right, we're gonna put that down there. These candles, like I love votives, but it's like, what do you do with them? They just like disintegrate. Okay, let's clarify this trine energy here. The Magician. And let's clarify this 8th house intimacy for you guys. The 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's like cutting it off. What is this career ascendant outlook? The Wheel of Fortune. And the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So looking at your relationships, let's start here with the 8th house intimacy and this 10 of Swords. It's like it might be hard to kind of let something go that you maybe thought was going to be good for you, but it's like you cannot. And then with this Magician, I'm getting like about like trying to control, like it's not flowing, so I want to control it. And it's like, no, like it's kind of like that battle of like, what should I do? I keep seeing the infinity sign, which is almost making me think of like those two circles kind of like intersecting. Again, there's a lot about like things intersecting, and you know, realizing that when you're intersecting with somebody else, I know I keep saying it, but it's like you're also intersecting with every part of them and the things they are intersecting with too. And you know, if it's nothing good, like you need to learn how to like let it fly away. And it might be sad. The 10 of Swords isn't exactly a fun card, but it's like we have like 1 1 1 10 1 10. So that's like ones and zeros. It's like there needs to be like a new, like get rid of the old, like the ending and the new. We go from a 10 to a 1. That's like a cycle ending and beginning. And it's like you're not going to get to your new cycle if you're kind of allowing yourself to be a part of a situation that isn't enriching or benefiting you. That's not, you know, flowing, and that's not supportive of you. If it's something that is like taking from you, something that is, you know, causing you any sort of pain or confusion, or you know, something that you feel like you have to question, like it should be easy. Like if someone's about it, like you'll know it. If a job is meant for you, like you'll get the second interview. You won't be waiting like 3 weeks to hear back, you know. It's like you have to just like cut your losses and move on sometimes. And with the Wheel and the Ascendant outlook, I feel like your luck will change when you stop comparing yourself to other people. Like I was saying, like in your career, again, with your first impressions, I'm getting something like maybe your like earlier work was a little bit, like maybe not your best, but that's what I was saying about being deliberate. So it's like, okay, just learn from that. Like, you know, just be like, okay, like maybe next time when I like, you know, I'm putting my stuff out there, it's going to be in a different way. And I feel like when you're just only competing with the you that was you yesterday, instead of like all the other people around you, it's like you have success a lot faster, because you're more like, you're just like concerned with how to better your own self. And when you're doing these tasks, and like when you're working on your craft or whatever you're doing, it's like you're getting the feedback from your own soul of like, you feel like you can trust yourself, you feel like you have more integrity, like you feel like you've earned like the right to have success because like you're making better choices, you're thinking about the impact that you're going to have on people, and you know, you're realizing that like the key to all along is just to kind of make yourself the best version of you instead of comparing yourself to other people. And same goes for your relationships. If you're, you know, trying to compete with somebody, or you feel like someone's trying to compete with you, I feel like you're not about it right now. You're just kind of like, with the intimacy, you're like blocking off your energy from these types of people that in these types of situations, and you're only looking for people that are in situations that are going to empower you and, you know, kind of come with you and like lift you up. You guys can rise together. And if someone's not bringing you that, it's like you need to just cut the cords. Like that song "Zen the Fuck Out," it's like I can't, how does that song go? I can't let you random bitches into my house because your energy is too whack. Like, you know what I mean? It's like some people have whack energy. Like, let's be real. Like, and it's like you don't need to be like having that in your life. And it's like, and even like that, I can't waste the sex on you and give you anything you can't give me back. With that intimacy in reverse, it could be something about that where you're just like, no, like I'm done with this. Like I'm not like allowing you to come in and just, you know, if it's someone where you feel like they're just trying to use you or something like that, it's like, no, like you're more than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of power and strength here with the Magician and the Wheel. The energy of like trying to expand your mind and grow as a person, like, and if someone else is just trying to like use somebody, or like if they're like using you to make somebody else jealous maybe or something like that, it's like you don't need to be a part of that, and you don't have to be. You can just cut the cords. That's another thing. Cut the cords. No, I forget how it goes, but I'm more like coach how I motivate mine. You're more like ref how you play both sides. It's like if maybe like you've held somebody in a sort of like regard with the outlook here of like that they're aligned with your energy, they're a good person and blah blah blah, and I'm not saying that they're not, but maybe like you're realizing like they're more aligned with a different energy that has nothing to do with you, and cut the cords. Listen to that song, "Zen the Fuck Out" by Big Sean. It's a great song. So I think we're gonna leave it there, guys. Be a savage self-lover. I'm sorry if that was like, I was like, oh, like you don't need them and walk away, like if that was like tough, but it's like honestly, like you can do whatever you want, but with the sun will set to rise in Leo, that is sun energy. Like if you've had some clarity about a situation, because this is after the 10 of Swords, this is like finally, I feel like releasing the worry and the anxiety and just like doing what's best for you. You know what I mean? Messy bed, messy head. Clean up the messes of like these people that are just trying to like F with your energy, and you know, do you. You don't need that fucked up energy in your life, like by any sort of degree, because that's what I'm like, you know, like that game, like what was it, 8 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, where like any celebrity could like be matched to Kevin Bacon. But it's like if there's like a person here and you're dealing with them and then they're connected, it's like you are attached to them by like some degree, and if you don't want to be, you don't have to be. Cut it off. 10 of Swords. All right, I guess we're gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, you know, show me some love, like, comment, or subscribe. Otherwise I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.